entrepreneur. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled 5 Incredibly Simple Ways to Help Your Business Avoid Any Type of Liquidation Sales. 5 things you can and should do before you even think about filing for any type of bankruptcy. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to focus on 5 extremely important things that you definitely need to do, entrepreneur, before you even think about having any type of permanent liquidation sales, or worse yet, filing for good old bankruptcy. Ladies and gentlemen, well-known, respected financial guru Dave Ramsey is fond of saying that filing for any form of bankruptcy is one of the top 5 negative events that can happen in a person's life. Divorce being another, being on the losing end of a major lawsuit, a major or catastrophic illness to you or a loved one, and obviously the death of a loved one. Now, basically, there are 4 major forms of bankruptcy, that being Chapter 7, Chapter 11, Chapter 12, and Chapter 13. If you need to Google those to find out what the particulars are, go ahead, because we're not really here to talk about that. What we're really here to talk about is 5 things that you can do before you settle on any type of liquidation sales for your business and or filing for bankruptcy. So the first thing you need to see if you can do, entrepreneur, is negotiate any type of restructure on any and all of the personal debt you have, like your home mortgage or any outstanding business loans. The other thing is, what other assets can you sell or borrow against? Like if you have a life insurance policy that maybe has some cash value buildup, you can sometimes borrow against that at a very good advantageous interest rate. But the other thing is, if you have a garage, entrepreneur, more than likely you've got an eBay moment waiting to happen, because you may think you got a bunch of junk in there, but guaranteed to somebody else you probably got a couple of $1,000s worth of stuff you could get rid of. Now here's the third thing. See how much you can borrow from friends, family members, and associates. But now let me just give a caveat here. Ladies and gentlemen, if your business is on the verge of teetering on bankruptcy because you haven't really been paying attention and kind of asleep at the wheel in terms of being on top of everything, you got to be real careful about going to friends and family about throwing good money after bad. So with that said, if they believe in you enough to borrow money, just loan you money, pardon me, then make sure you sit down and put something in writing so they both of you have an idea of the repayment structure. Because the last thing you need to do is have a falling out of a personal and or business relationship behind somebody borrow money to try to rescue a business. And number 4, try and get rid of or eliminate any unnecessary expenses. Entrepreneur, the second car payment and or the second house payment, it's got to go. You're talking about survival here. And finally, whenever possible, ladies and gentlemen, use your cash instead of your credit cards, because you know the interest rates on those credit cards. And if you have to, eliminate some of your credit cards. Now, obviously, if you need financial advice, you need to be seeking out people like Dave Ramsey, or Susie, the queen of financing. Obviously, that's not my forte, but if you're having financial trouble, you can't focus and concentrate on growing your business. On the other hand, if all you're looking for is some creative ideas to help you grow your business, because maybe you're suffering from a nagging recession, then you definitely want to check out what I have to say. So with that said, for those of you who want to discover how you're going to add an additional 25% more gross profit to your bottom line, do so in the next 90 days or less without having to add any new customer or clients. An entrepreneur, you want that free 9-page special report. Just head over to youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales, because that's where you can get it. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. We'll see you again next time on the Marketing Minute.